Oh my God. Oh my God. We have to be the most bad lucky team in the history of football. This was another game like another Browns game. This was the Browns game part 2. This was the Browns game part 2. The defense keeps coming through. The defense keep coming through. Keep getting the other team's offense off the field. Our offense can't do anything. Like, what the hell is going on? Kirktober is over? What is happening? You keep getting a chance, and yet there's a bunch of missed throws. There's a bunch of wide open plays that's not happening. Balls being dropped. Wide open passes not getting connected. What the hell is going on? And then I'm hearing fire Zimmer. How is fire Zimmer? Zimmer can't go out there and catch the ball and throw the ball by himself. Like, everybody keep talking about Zimmer is a defense. The defense keep coming through like the Browns game. Every time Kirk has a good game, we win the game. How is it fire Zimmer? Oh my God, man. Alright, Skull Nation, thanks for being with me. Hit that subscribe button, the notification bell, like, comment, and share this content. Skull, baby. Oh my God, man. This right here got to be the most disappointing season in the history of Vikings football, in the history of the NFL. It's like God is just not smiling down on us. Or he wants us to suffer a little bit before we can. I don't know what it is. If you believe in God or if you believe in the gods or whatever spirits, they're not smiling on us right now. I don't know what we did wrong. I don't know what it is. This game that just happened was exactly like the Browns game. It was like part 2 of the Browns game, the exact same. But on national TV, on Sunday Night Football, we got a packed house. I don't think that stadium has ever been that loud, ever. Sunday Night Football, and we come out playing like that, and I can't believe I just, like, there's a lot of people who don't know their football, and there's a lot of people online and you know, famous people who just don't know what the hell they're talking about. It's like they're spoiled kids. They want their candy now. They're going to stomp their feet until they get their candy. And they don't understand what the hell is going on. You know, it's like money. You know, adults, we got to work for money. Money just don't fall off out of the sky to buy. Even though candy is cheap, you can get a kid candy. You don't have to have a lot of money to get candy. But you get my point. Like, you just don't buy stuff. You got money. You got to work for money. Like, you just don't come up with wins. Like, you got to know what's going on. People are... It's the fire Mike Zim. It's the fire Zimmer committee. They're the loudest. Every time the Vikings lose a game, it's the fire Zimmer committee. Zimmer's been here 8 years, and like, I don't want to give this Mike video Zimmer. I said Mike video Zimmer. I don't want to give this Mike Zimmer video away that I made already because I had to remake it, and it seemed like I was just giving him praises and talking about all his greatness and all of this, and I forgot to mention, you know, a few things that, you know, he could work on or he could improve on, even though he's a great coach, you know. So I had to redo the video. But everybody's like, fire Zimmer when Zimmer defense keep coming through. Like, I don't understand. Now, no defense just plays a perfect game ever. Like, well, it's possible, but, you know, not in this league. Come on, it's a pass happy league now. There are teams like the Dallas Cowboys. Dak didn't play, but that dude, what's his name? Oh, I forgot his name already. That's how much we know him. it'll come to me. That dude can ball. I don't care. That was his first start in the NFL. I mean, he was throwing tight spirals. He was not looking like a quarterback who hasn't played yet. He was looking like a quarterback who has played for a few seasons. Like, he came out balling. Like, he was throwing nice passes. Anyway, man, everybody who's talking about fire Zimmer, like I said, Zimmer's defense came through. Now, they gave up that bust on that cover 2 where the receiver ran down the middle, and all the way it was an obvious bust. It was cover 2, and the safeties were shading the corners, and Mackenzie Alexander, he should have had the middle, and he misjudged the route, and it just ran right past him. That was an obvious bust. Other than that, and other than the last drive where they had to have a Rashard, like the Vikings have to be the most unlucky team like ever. How do you? It's their last drive. He throws the ball and it hits Breland in the chest. How is that not a pick? In the chest, and instead of the ball hitting him in the chest and falling on the ground like how he usually would, he like tried to catch it and just off reflexes. It's like the Super Bowl a couple years ago when Tom Brady threw the ball and what's that little receiver? The little receiver that caught the ball and it almost hit the ground. It was like between three Atlanta defenders, and I mean just like miraculous, something that don't usually happen is a rare catch. How did Amari Cooper come up with that catch? It bounced off of Breland's chest, it ricocheted off of his hand, and then they had like a couple catches like that. They had a lineman who had a catch like that. Bobbled it, and like, come on, man. We got to be the most unlucky team, so we only give up a couple scores in the game. Even at the end, like, I'm not just backing Zimmer, but come on though. They have a rule. The coach cannot call 2 timeouts in a row. They won't allow it. So why did they allow it? Why did they allow Zimmer to do it? Shouldn't that be illegal? They shouldn't even allow it. How did they allow Zimmer to call the timeout and then we get penalized? There's a rule. There's an NFL rule. A coach cannot do that twice. The refs wouldn't even allow him to do it. And then they allow him to do it anyway and then penalize him. That don't make any sense. And then even after that, even after the penalty, I don't know what it was with Zimmer. I don't understand, man. I love Coach Zimmer, but I didn't understand in that situation. Zimmer. Oh my God. Please give this to Coach Zimmer. I love you. All 7 people who's watching me. All 7 of y'all. And for real, I'm going to need my views to go up in my notifications. Like, I'm a football nerd. Like, I can be an advisor. I can be an advisor to the fight. I'm telling you, like, I do this. Spread the word. Tell other people to come over here, come join this conversation with me. I'm real insightful on this football thing. All 7 of y'all viewers. Tell 7 more people. Let's get to 14 viewers. We'll get to 21 viewers. You know what I'm saying? But nah, though. Everybody out there, honestly, all few of y'all, all 2 of y'all, all 12 of y'all. I would love it to be 200, 2,000, but all few of y'all right now. Mike Zimmer is known for his blitz packages. His double A gap blitz, his disguise. Why the hell on that last play? It's 3rd and 15, 3rd and 16. Okay, cool. They gave up the 5-yard penalty because he called a timeout he shouldn't have called. Okay, 3rd and 11. Why the hell don't you disguise something? Can we get the how did Cooper Rush? That's his name. Cooper Rush. It doesn't even sound like a football player. It sounds like a NASCAR racer. Cooper Rush. And here comes Cooper. He's coming to the last lap. Cooper. He goes. Cooper Rush sounds like a NASCAR driver. How do we let Cooper Rush come in our house? Our house. How do we let this happen, Skull Nation? He came into our house and did that. Cooper Rush does not suck. Cooper Rush can start for a lot of teams. Cooper Rush is better than a lot of quarterbacks in the NFL. A lot. By a long shot. I saw a star quarterback. He didn't have any missed throws. Cooper Rush looked better than Kirk Cousins yesterday. They had over 400 yards of offense. And everybody wanted to say, oh, yeah, defense. The defense gave up over 400. The defense stayed on the field. Now, they gave up that bust coverage in the middle. In that last drive. I don't know what it is with this defense and last drives, man. Or is it just coincidence? Because it happened in the Panthers game. We cannot just let a team drive down the field. Even in that Panthers game, to that last drive. Because they had a couple 4th down conversions. So it might be coincidence because the ball hit Breland in the chest. That should have been a pick. Like, come on. Even on that last touchdown, Cameron Dantzler, perfect coverage, Cam. That was perfect coverage, Cam. Just when you see the receiver go up with him, Cam. You're long and tall. If he jump with Amari Cooper, he don't come down with the ball, because Amari Cooper had to jump over him, catch the ball, do all of this nonsense, have 2 foot in. Right when he turned around, the ball was right there. All he had to do was jump with Amari when he saw Amari going up. That wouldn't have been a touchdown. Like, we keep losing these close games. That's heartbreaks. They are heartbreakers, man. They are breaking our hearts, man. Golly. The defense came through, man. I'm sorry. They like I said, they give up that bust in the middle in that last drive, but they stopped them the whole game. And the offense didn't do anything. The offense was 1 for 13 on third. Okay. So the Cowboys was 7 for 14 on third down. So they only turned the ball over to us half of the time of their offensive possessions. Or I'll say about, because yeah, most drives you're gonna have some third downs. So let's say the Cowboys had 14 offensive possessions, okay, and the Vikings had 13 offensive possessions, because it was pretty much the time of possessions wasn't all that different. Time of, where the hell is time of possession? They had the ball for 32 minutes. We had the ball for 27 minutes. So it was a 5-minute difference. It wasn't that big of a difference, time of possessions. The thing is, like, when we had the ball, we just let the clock run a lot, and they kind of went against what we thought they were gonna do. We thought they were gonna throw the ball a lot, and they passed a lot. They kind of fooled us. I'm pretty sure they game plan for that, But the time of possession was not far from each other. We just wasn't doing anything with ours, and they were doing a lot with theirs. 1 out of 13 on third down, us. Them 7 out of 14. That's why we lost the game. That's why we lost the game. If you know your football, everybody want to blame Zimmer. 1 out of 13. So you're giving the ball every time. So put it like this: every time there was a third down, just know we're about to give the ball to the next team. And during their possession, the time of possession shouldn't even be close. It shouldn't even be 5 minutes apart. It should be like 10 minutes apart. That's how I feel like. But every time they got the ball, they threw more. We held them under 100 yards. That's why stats can be so manipulating, because that was the big thing about the Vikings. Oh, the run D. I don't care about stats, man. We care about wins. That's the real stats. Like I said earlier, their secondary is number 1 in turnover, but their secondary is 20th as far as pass coverage. Stats can be manipulated. Now, anybody who see the turnover, they got to be like top 5 defense. No, they're not. You can actually throw on them. This offense frustrated the hell out of me on Sunday, man. I couldn't even. I had to do this video on Tuesday. I couldn't do it. I couldn't even do it on Monday, and it was a night game. Couldn't even do it on Monday. I couldn't. It was just that annoying, and that I didn't want to watch anything football related or Vikings related on Monday. That's how frustrating it was. You go down the field and score on your first down on your first drive. The rest of the game is 0. 7 out of 12 drives were 4 plays or less. 7 out of 12 drives were only 4 plays or less. So that's 7 out of 12. So what do we got? We got 5 more drives out there. That's when you get your touchdown and 3 field goals. What happened to the other 7 drives? Only 4 plays or less? What are we doing? Is that the same quarterback? Is that the same OC? And it's Zimmer's fault? It's Zimmer's fault. Listen, I got the Zimmer video. It's coming out. It's hard to. That's why he's focused so much on. Zimmer's got a great philosophy, and I love that man for it. If y'all just listen to what the hell he said, now he is the one criticism that I can say. Damn, I hope my lip ain't ashy, feel all dry. But the one criticism of Zimmer that it was two of them. He's working. You could see the man is working. He's not. Everybody's like, oh, he's old. He's stuck in his ways. He hears everything, man. He hears everything. He's not stuck in his way. He's just changed his whole philosophy about the whole quarterback. He's getting together with his quarterback, right? He's changing things about how he does things, right? He literally said last offseason that we're gonna go about doing things a little different. I'm gonna change. He literally said I'm gonna open up things and kind of look at things different so we can be able to win. I'm gonna go away from my old ways. It's not about that. I know the league has changed and we gotta adapt. We gotta adapt to it. That's literally what he said. And all you hear, people are just, people just want to live to crucify, man. People just want to crucify this man because I guess when y'all think winning a Super Bowl is just easy. Y'all want to go back to the era of just going through coaches again? Because we got a good one, I promise you. He probably just got to work on one or two things. The whole being conservative thing. Mike, we have to put our foot on their necks, sir. We have to put our foot on their necks. Even if we're up just one touchdown, we can't just run the ball, and hope to run the clock out and hope nothing bad happens just to play good defense. No, we have to score some more points. Damn it. I feel like my lip is ashy. I can't do this. We have to score some more points. We can't just keep having teams hang around and we just keep putting trust in our defense, because the defense does fold sometimes. It does bend sometimes. It does break sometimes. We do give a big play sometimes. The ball does hit you in the chest sometimes, and you do bobble it to another receiver sometimes. You can't just be like, I trust my defense. They won't give up anything. Stuff happens. Coverage get busted. Receivers sometimes you'll have a great coverage, but it'll be a tip. Things happen. You have to put yourself in a position to where you're comfortable. We can't just have a one touchdown lead or a one field goal lead and just hope to play good defense. And but I'm pretty sure Mike realizes that. He's a great defensive coach, man. Like, it's not hard. It's harder to coach defense. It's harder to play defense than offense. It's easier to run a route and catch the ball. It's harder to cover that route. It's harder to play cornerback than receiver. It's harder to tackle than a prepare for the tackle. It's harder to tackle than a get tackled. It's harder on defense than it's on offense. That's why he's focused. Since he's been here, the team has been better. We've had a winning record, and then people want to say, "Oh well, it's been around bad teams." Since he's been here, we've been the top of the division. It's been either us or Green Bay. So that means everybody else has if you're the top of your division, that means the other three teams has a losing record. And you got to see them a couple times a year. So that means people kill me with that logic. Like, all of it. The whole record thing, all of it broken down. Like, how are you going to come somewhere and you start winning, all of a sudden you're either usually the number one in the division or the number two, and if you're a number two, you always split the series with the number one team. So that obviously means the other two teams have a losing record, and if you're the number one team in that year, the other three teams has a losing record, and we never lose to Detroit ever, and we always beat up Chicago, and we always split the series with Green Bay, or we beat them too. We're always almost flawless in our division. That's a whole nother video, man. But this was a total offensive just blunder. They asked Dalvin Cook, hey Dalvin, what do you think the problem? His first thing out of his mouth, rhythm. All my football people, you caught that. You already know what he was talking about the whole game. They never caught any rhythm. There was never any spark. All that whole gel thing we talking about on defense. Maybe we need to focus on offense. We need some consistency. Can I get the Seattle Kirk Cousins? Can I get the Panthers Kirk Cousins? Even though the defense give up their touchdown, what did he do? Come out on that touchdown throw to KJ Osborne. He had a wide open Adam Thielen down there, but he decided to go for the kill shot to KJ. Can I get that, Kirk? And what is going on with my OC? Why are we in a bunch of third downs, 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3s? You don't have anything for 3rd down and 3? You don't have anything. Like, you should have like 10 plays that we know for sure. Y'all gotta have some for sure plays. Tom Brady. There are not even Tom Brady. There are teams out there who has some for sure plays. We saw a few of them last night against us. They had like double reverses to like the receiver threw it to another receiver. You know what? That's a little trick play. Y'all should have plays to where you're guaranteed a few yards. Run the tight end and the running back at one linebacker at the same time and have like option routes. So he's gonna take one of them and one of them gonna be open. Like y'all notice, y'all have pick plays. Well, one receiver, where like a receiver will pick, not screens, but like screens, but pick plays type of thing. Where it's like guaranteed yards. Or why is Kirk not? Why don't we have plays where he can go to? He's at the line. Why don't we? And this whole calling the timeout thing, doesn't he has an authority to call? I don't know what the hell is going on, man. I just know this team is too talented for. All of our games has been winnable games. We could have easily been the only undefeated team right now. Or we could have been the only undefeated team, because if we would have beat Arizona, they wouldn't have been undefeated. We could have easily been the only undefeated team in the league. All of our games has been really close. We have never got beat up. Green Bay has got beat up. Other teams has got beaten up. The Vikings have never ever got beaten up. Even though we won some close games to teams that we should have just spanked. So the team is like just confusing everybody. Because we playing teams who are flying high, like the Cardinals and the Bengals and the Cowboys, and we're losing by like not even games we're supposed to lose, and then we barely beat like a Detroit. So it's like this team, man, but we know we have stars all over the place, and it's just frustrating, man. It's frustrating. One game the offense will have a great game. I actually think the defense is to where it's only going to get better from here. That defense we saw against the Bengals in the first couple of weeks was not the Mike Zimmer defense, and they kept talking about how we got to jail. It's just a matter of time till we I think we're getting it. I think we're getting Xavier Woods, man. I think we're getting it. Cameron Densler did good too. He's a great tackling corner. It's just you got to jump when the receivers jump, man, especially in clutch situations. We need consistency from the offense. That was the offense fault. We lost that game. I'm sorry. We cannot put that one on Zimmer. Like Kirk, you got to do better. Kubiak got to do better. And how does Kubiak just escapes? He just escapes all blame. Like nobody put blame on. Oh, he's a young OC and he's a rookie and he's scared of Zimmer. Nah, dude, call a good game. You're getting paid for this. You want to do this, right? You say you're qualified for this, right? Call a good games, man. You should have third down plays up your sleeves that is automatic first downs. You should have like 10 of them. You should have plays on 1st and 10. You should have throws. I need more throws on first downs. I need more creativity out of my OC. I need my OC and my quarterback to be best friends. I need my OC, my head coach, and my quarterback to have weekly meetings. Then the quarterback and the head coach weekly meetings. And obviously the OC and the head and the quarterback meets up a lot. Like we need more out of y'all, man. We need more out of y'all. But I'm never on the fire Zimmer train ever. I'm not on the fire Zimmer train. I think he's a great coach. He has changed a couple of things as far as how he does things. And everybody the season is not over. Like real talk, it's a 16-game season. We've only played 7. We're not even halfway yet. Well, one more game, then we're officially halfway. Like so. Y'all need to stop it. The team is still good. All of these games are winnable games. We still have a bunch of other games left. We just lost Danielle Hunter. Hopefully, man, Pat P comes back. Michael Pierce come back. Danielle Hunter is irreplaceable. You can't replace him. So hopefully they hold up pretty good in his absence. The offense need to be consistent. I don't know what it is with Kirk. Well, you just have just 1 month where you do great to show everybody I can play, and then you just go back to being mediocre. So frustrating, man. So frustrating. The defense is starting to to make it happen. They're starting to come together. They're starting to develop that chemistry. We need consistency out of our offense. We have a superstar in Justin Jefferson. We have stars all over. The line is Christian Darrisaw is. I blame Kirk, man. Kirk is one of the. Everybody else can get some blame too, but Kirk is the biggest. What is his numbers? What is his number? What is his numbers? 177 yards. 177 yards. What was it? His attempts? What was his attempts? 23 out of 36. 4 point. He's getting less than 5 yards on every throw. Less than 5 yards. That is vintage Kirk Cousins. A bunch of short passes. 23 of 36. You would think like it's numbers. You would think it's numbers. 177 yards. 4.8 yards per. We got to do better. And we've seen him ball. We've seen him step up in the pocket and throw bombs down the field. And then we get a game like this. Or is it the OC? How is Justin Jefferson not getting a look every freaking first or second down? Why is it? Or how is Justin Jefferson not getting a first look every first and second down? I would try to force him the ball to where they send three. He's in triple coverage and other people gets open up. How is Justin Jefferson not being utilized to his full potential? It keeps happening. This kid is gonna want out of here, and you can't blame him. How is he targeted? Like I think only like 4 or 5 or 6 times. How is that? You got a Randy Moss type caliber. Yes, Randy Moss. He broke the rookie record. Sky's the limit for this kid. Who knows? He might as well be the best receiver to ever. He's that good. How is he not being looked at? How is he not your first read on every play? I'll catch you guys later. Y'all can hear the frustration. The frustration is real, man. The frustration is real. But that's how much I love my team. And that's how I know we're good. It don't make any sense. But I'll catch you guys on the next one, man. We have the Ravens coming up. Now, they're a tricky team, too. Because I don't care what anybody tell me. The Ravens lost to the Detroit Lions. Their kicker had to make a 66-yard field goal. And they have a pretty bad defense. But Lamar is Lamar. If we can contain Lamar, if we can hold their offense, their defense is pretty bad. Like, it's pretty bad, their defense. This game coming up. But Lamar Jackson is Lamar Jackson. Former MVP. He will run all over you. He will throw all over you. We got another one coming up. God help us. Skull, man. I'll catch you guys on the next.